Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. I hope you're doing very well. Hope you're having a great weekend. Firstly, I want to apologise that I haven't been able to film recently. It's just been really crazy with working and just life in general. I've been doing so much and I just really haven't had an opportunity to film. I've been kind of doing lots of different things. I've had a job interview that I went to and just a couple of other things I'm having to prepare for the month of March. Can't believe we're in March already, but I just wanted to sit down today, do something really quick and do my February favorites. Yeah, I did one in January, so I thought I'm going to keep this rolling just because it's quite fun. I don't seem to have like a crazy amount of things, but there are things that I have been like continuously doing or using throughout this month. First I want to do like the makeup products because I don't actually have that many, and I guess sometimes when I show these products, a lot of them are going to be new, but then I also like to use a lot of old products as well, so they're just ones that I love using. But the ones I have today are new and they are in videos that I've done previously on my channel. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the three products that I'm going to use are ones that basically I did in my Valentine's Day video. So the first thing is the Heartbreakers palette. I use this obviously as an eyeshadow and I love this palette. I've used it a couple of times since that video, including obviously the video that I did. But yeah, I just love the color scheme. If you've been watching my videos or if you just know me in general, you know that I love red shades. The reds aren't picking up so well on this camera, but you can see that I've got a couple of reds and then you've got like a nice kind of yellow. The ones at the top, the one here and here, they look green, but when you actually swatch them, they're much darker. So I'm just going to show you this one. So that is actually like completely different than in the pan. So that is actually like a copper color, and like the payoff is just absolutely gorgeous. And I'm gonna swatch this at the bottom here, and I didn't actually use them in the video because I remember doing like such a standard red. That, yeah, you can kind of see it is a nice, it's darker than this one basically, but yeah, the other colors in this palette are so gorgeous. You know, like all Revolution palettes, basically the payoff are, you know, so good. And this was only £5 and I got it in Superdrug, and at the time they were doing like a 3 for 2, so I managed to get a couple of other things from I Heart Revolution. But this is in the kind of courage, this is called, the palette's called Courage. And I do actually want to purchase a couple of the other ones because they have like a purple one, and they have, I'm not sure actually, I can't remember what the other ones are, but yeah, this red one obviously, you know, spoke to me for so many reasons. I definitely recommend them. I think they will have them for a while because obviously Revolution are always bringing out more products, but this one is definitely a palette that I have reached for a lot. And then the next product, let me just get it, is part of the I Heart Revolution section as well. It's the Heartbreakers. I guess, yeah, it's a blush, but I can also use it as a highlighter as well. Let me just show you guys. So obviously, like I mentioned previously, I used this in the Valentine's Day look that I did. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is in Strong. So I mean, I don't really need to swatch them because I don't know how well they'll come out, because obviously they're a blush. I mean, it's coming off a little bit. And also with, let me just swatch the highlighting section. You know, if you're a fan of Revolution, you know that the payoffs on these are good. I've just done a swatch and you will not be able to see it, but yeah, this has been such a great blush. It's quite subtle, which is not really my thing, but it is very buildable. So, you know, you can just tap in a couple of times and it will be totally fine. This is one that I will be using for a very long time. It's gorgeous. I love it. But again, Revolution, if they ever let us down, it's a rare occasion they ever let me down. So that one is awesome. And then my last makeup product, again, it was from the video I did at Valentine's Day. As you can probably tell, I haven't bought much makeup recently. I did actually purchase some like a week ago, but I haven't had a chance to film anything. They will be coming soon, so they will probably be in my March favorites, probably. Watch out for that. But the last makeup item is from L'Oreal. This is the Matte Sigma, what's it? I don't know, it's the eyeliner basically. But I have been loving this. Like, you have to basically shake it to kind of get it going a bit. It does, when you're applying it, it does kind of run out a little bit, but then if you just give it a quick shake, it will work afterwards. This is in the shade burgundy. Yes, it is burgundy, and it's gorgeous. Let me just swatch it here. It's such a nice like nib. The nib is really thin and it is very like bendy as well, so it's not just it's not like a solid bit of plastic. It's actually like a nice nib to use, and even though the handle is absolutely massive, it's a good grip as well. And also, you know, like old school fountain, you know, like pens, like feather pens, it reminds me of that. But yeah, I love this. I really want to get the other shades. I know there's like blues and purples and gold and even just like a standard black one. I think this one was like £9.99, I think, but again, I got it in like a 3 for 2 when Superdrug were doing the deal, and I think at the moment they're doing like 3 for 2 on everything. So if you're looking for a nice eyeliner, this is gorgeous. So those are my makeup products done. The next couple of products I've got left are just other random things that I've been loving. One of the first things I got is this bag. Is from Kilsa. I actually bought this in, I think it was January, and I basically got it on like a discount, and it is amazing. I know this is backwards than what I'm filming, but I basically love everything that has to do with like celestial, moon stuff, constellations, just space in general, and everything, like, you know, when it comes to like jewelry and you know, stationery and stuff like that. I just love like moon stuff like that. So when I saw that and I saw it on sale, I was like, yes, have to purchase it. And it's such a nice little bag, and it does open quite well. They also have one on their website that's like a Marilyn Manson one, which is like a massive like lightning bolt from his like Antichrist Superstar era. But this one I thought I would get because the moon is so cute. I love them. But yeah, you can hold it or you can like put it on as like an actual satchel, and I take it everywhere with me now, unless I'm going to work, because then my stuff will not fit in there, so obviously I need a bigger bag. But if I'm like going shopping or if I'm going to see family or anything, I just take this bag, and it just holds so much. It's awesome. The next product is such a random thing, but I've been using it a lot like this last month and also like February as well. It's just an eye mask, and this is actually part of like a Harry Potter collection that I got around Christmas. And so long story short, it takes me a long time to fall asleep sometimes, and if there is a lot of light or sound, I get distracted so quickly. So ever since I've been using this eye mask, it is so awesome. It's been helping me so much. So normally it will take me like half the time to fall asleep now, and yeah, it's a Death Eater. That's amazing. I mean, it's just like a standard like eye mask. There's nothing really special I can say about it apart from that I've been using it and I'm loving it, and yeah, that's about it. It's just keeping me going in February. So, and then now I've got 1 or 2 more things left to talk about. This is going to be probably the most random thing ever, but I've started to like knit again. I was taught by my grandma when I was very young how to knit, and I went through phases of like knitting and then stopping, and then eventually I kind of got to a point where I had knitted this really massive, I don't know if you want to call it a scarf, I just continuously like knitted straight, and I went through about 8 or 9 colors. And then I thought, you know what, this is getting a bit silly now, so I actually restarted one a few weeks, not a few weeks ago, but like a week a bit ago, and I'm getting there. Like, I'm only doing like a few lines every day, just because it keeps me kind of like, you know, it calms me, it relaxes me. I love knitting, and it just reminds me of my grandma every time I knit, because, you know, I don't get to see her as often as I'd like to or speak to her, but you know, she was one that taught me how to knit, and it's just something I'm never going to forget. and it's just fun. It's just nice and calming. And one day I might make something, unless I'm just making a scarf, where this is just something so simple. And then the last thing I've come to now is something that I've been listening to. So for the whole month, I've actually just been listening to podcasts. So I listen to a lot of like true crime, and I watch a lot of true crime as well. So I actually follow on YouTube a woman called Kendall Ray, and she basically does a lot of conspiracy videos and a lot of like true crime videos, and she actually does a podcast with her husband Josh, and they're called Mile Higher. And basically they release, I think, a new podcast every Monday or every other Monday. But I've been listening to like their backlog, so I've been, even ones that I've watched because they have them on YouTube and they have them on their podcast. So not that I'm bored of music, I just thought, let me just have a bit of a change. And yeah, they've just been so good. And also I've just started listening to those conspiracy guys. There, I think it's just one guy and one Irish guy, and he's actually quite good. Their videos are super long. They're like an hour and a half or sometimes 2 hours, but they really go in depth. They talk about really crazy subjects, even though they're subjects that I already know. For example, like James Bulger or even Casey Anthony. They're topics of that I already know, but I like listening to different aspects. Like, you know, they have different opinions and they have different facts as well, some other facts that someone else didn't know, which is pretty good. And yeah, so podcasts are my thing at the moment, and I'm loving them. And even on Spotify, they're like, you can download them for free and listen to them without taking up any data. So yeah, that's pretty good. And I think that's about it for this month. I think maybe in March I'll have more things, maybe more makeup products. I'm sorry, it's been quite, you know, not a lot considering I'm like a makeup channel, but I will be back, maybe not tomorrow, but probably definitely Tuesday. I'll be filming a video because I'll be preparing for an interview. So I thought I might do like a get ready with me, and testing one new products that I've got recently. But thank you for being so patient. Thank you for watching today's video. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you very soon, guys. Bye.